with Sunshine State RVs in Gainesville, Florida. We are the #1 Class B dealership in the state of Florida. We're #3 in the whole United States of America. And we deliver any of our vans, any of the Class Bs for free in the whole United States. And you may say, Nick, how do you know you're #3? My daughter called me and said, Nick, Daddy, I looked online and Googled the #3 RV dealership and your name didn't come up. Are you lying? Well, no, we sell the 3rd most RVs, Class B RVs in the whole United States. So yes, I am telling the truth. I don't know if it's a Google type thing you can find, but all we do all day, every day is focus on Class B RVs. Our technicians, our service writers, our detailers, our sales staff, our finance guys, marketing, everything is centered around the van life, the Class B van. So when you call our dealership, unlike any other dealership, you are gonna talk to someone who's very knowledgeable about Class B vans. So that's enough about Sunshine State RVs, and I'll be sprinkling in some fun facts as we go. But this is what I'm gonna do a video on today. This is a brand new 2025, just released 2025 Midwest Ford Patriot. So Midwest is a great company based out of Elkhart, Indiana. They have like 5 buildings, they're on 26 acres. They were the first manufacturer to start building on the Mercedes Sprinter back in 2003 or 2002. Whenever the Sprinter came out, they were the first to start building on it. They have made over 13,000 vans, and all they do are vans also. So that's why we align so well. All they do are vans. All we do are vans. We do nothing else, they do nothing else. So Midwest is a great company. They offer a 3-year warranty. They are one of the most luxurious Class Bs on the market. And everybody loves the Ford Transit. This is all-wheel drive. Freedom, they were the 2nd manufacturer to release a lithium system. The first one was Road Trek back in 2014. Midwest did it in 2015. They released an Freedom system that has no propane. So that's what this is. This has no propane. It has 600 amp hours of lithium batteries. It has 300 watts of solar. It has the 2nd alternator, 3,000 watt inverter, tons of lithium with no propane. Pretty awesome how they can do their system with no propane. I love the idea that there's no propane. I love the Ford Transit all-wheel drive. Anyways, let's jump in this. We're gonna do a full walkthrough of this brand new Ford Patriot. We're gonna go around the outside, go on the inside, and if you're looking for a luxurious Ford Patriot all-wheel drive without propane, this might be the van for you. All right, so we're gonna walk around the outside of this. What is unique about a Ford Patriots or a Midwest Patriot on a Ford Transit chassis? To start with, you have fully painted bumpers and you have this really cool spoiler under the bumper as well. It kind of gives it a different look than most of the other Transits on the road. I really like these LED high performance headlights as well. This is something that is an added option that is very cool. But I like the full painted look. You know, Midwest gets these with the parking sensors. So you got parking sensors on the front. I think those also have something to do with the adaptive cruise. So this thing has adaptive cruise, high performance headlights, parking sensors. It has the brand new Ford Sync system. You know, people always ask me, what's the biggest difference between like the Transit, the Mercedes, and the ProMaster? Those are the 3 main chassis. Well, the biggest difference is this is all-wheel drive. It's an EcoBoost V6, and when you're driving this, you really feel like you are driving like a van or like a F-150, like a truck, something that's not like a really big RV. And that's what's beautiful about these vans is they can take you anywhere you want to go, and the Ford Transit's probably the best driving one on the road. It is 22 feet long, it has dual rear wheels, and it's going to get you about 18 to 20 miles per gallon, which is phenomenal for an RV. I remember I used to have cars that wouldn't get 20 miles to the gallon, but the fact that these EcoBoost V6 engines will get you that kind of miles per gallon is really great. So as we're walking around here, it doesn't come with a towel. I use this to kind of wipe things off. But it has the side view mirrors with the blinkers. It has the Ford factory alloy wheels. There is a running board. You know, something cool that Midwest does. They order them to where you have a code here. You put your code in, lock and unlock the doors, which is really nice. As you're walking through here, you have this is your water fills and drain and like flushes, city water connection, fresh water. I like how it's waist high, so when you're hooking up your hose, you're not having to bend down and do it. As many things as possible that you're not having to bend and get on your hands and knees, I think are better. This also has a cable jack, so you can watch cable TV. So we're at a beautiful campground, right? We're at Santa Fe Palms RV Resort here in Gainesville. This is the campground that when someone buys an RV from us, we send you here for your first 2 nights. That way you can test everything and really learn how. Once we teach you how to use it, we have our guy Corey teaches you how to use everything in the van. Then we send you here to this campground, and that way you can actually hook up to power, you can hook up to plumbing, you can fill your tanks. And this is a great resort. This is a great RV resort, and this is just part of the service that Sunshine State RVs offers, is covering your first 2 nights here. If you have any issues, you don't remember how to work something, you go right back to the dealership and we take care of it right away. But we teach you how to do this: fresh water, city water, cable TV. These are your flushes here, so they're really nice. Right underneath here is where you dump as well. So your dump valve is down here, so that's where you would hook up to the gravity. It's a gravity fed system. So actually this is the dump here. So if we were camping here, we would back the RV up and we would hook up to the thing there, screw it in, pull the lever, and all the waste by gravity goes into the sewer tank, which is very nice. I have to wear gloves and a full hazmat suit every time I do that. It is a little, you know, it can get dirty. If you ever watched Robin Williams' movie RV, you have seen the nastiest part of it. That doesn't happen to everybody. If it did, I don't know if this many people will be RVing every day. But once you learn, and that's what's so valuable, having us teach you how to do all of this, you don't have those issues once you learn how to do it the right way. This is where you hook up to power. So this is the power box here. So you would take the cord that we give you, you would plug it in here, and you would plug it in right here, and that's what gives you power. This does have the Freedom lithium system, so you don't have to be plugged in. Being plugged in charges your lithium batteries. The solar panels charge your lithium batteries, and driving down the road also charges your lithium batteries. So there's 3 ways to charge those batteries. If you're at a campground, we always recommend plugging in, so that way while you're here, you are charging your batteries. But you don't have to. Some people, when they buy, they want to come camp and they want to test out the lithium. So they just stay unplugged all night and they test it. And we've had people run their air conditioner, run everything on the lithium batteries for the entire night with no problems at all. That's why the system was designed and made. This has no propane, so there is no propane. Everything's ran on electric, including the hot water heater, the furnace, the fridge, the microwave. Everything in here is ran through those lithium batteries. This is the back. So you do have your surround camera up here. You have your tow hitch here. It tows about 5,000 pounds, which is great. This is what I was telling you about, the EcoBoost and all-wheel drive, which is really, really nice to have. More parking sensors on the back. This is where you camp. So this is the camping area of the van. So there again, we are backed up right now. If you were up a little bit, you see there's a nice concrete pad with a picnic bench. That's kind of where you hang out, right? You open the awning, you let it out, you plug in right here. You can plug in music, you can plug in lights. You know, my wife has this box of string lights, and when we go camping, she pulls the string lights out, she wraps it around the awning and all this stuff, and it looks like, you know, redneck paradise when we go camping. It's just, but now all of the fancy awnings have LED lights on them already, and I tell her she doesn't need it, but she likes bringing her lights and doing it her way. I've been married 20 years and I plan to stay married. So I just let her do her, you know, I let her do things her way. But what else is cool is there is a 110 plug here. So I also like to cook outside the van. So I would bring a griddle and I'd fry eggs, fry bacon, cook chicken breasts, hamburgers, steaks, whatever you want to do on either like a fire grill or the little griddle. I put on a little table and cook with the griddle, plug it in and cook right here. So I like cooking outside the RV personally. Everybody RVs differently and everyone uses it differently. So the way you do it is totally different than the way I do it. And that's what's beautiful about these vans, is that they're so flexible. There's so many different ways that you can use a van like this. So big power awning, you press a button, awning comes out, you got a couple, or you have a light there, the awning has lights, and this is where you are hanging out. So what is neat about the outside of the van is that you can leave this door open and have this screen here. So this is the screen that comes included. All vans have some version of a screen. And so this screen goes here, this screen goes here, and it's all kind of, if you don't want it, it's totally out of the way. But if you do want it, it is very nice, handy, and easy to use. So there's that, and then it's hooked by a magnet. So now you can leave the door open. There's no mosquitoes. Your dog and cat will probably stay in if you do this. And then you can be hanging out here. You can keep them in. If you want to walk in and out, you just kind of open it like this and walk in and out. And then this seat does swivel around, so you can kind of be sitting there and kind of be a part of what's going on here. So I like this screen. I like how it's here when you want it and it disappears when you don't want it. So let's jump in the van. I'm going to show you why this is a very, very luxurious option for a Class B van. All right, so we are inside this Ford Transit, the Midwest Patriot, and you can see there's a lot of room. So I'm 6 foot tall, so there's definitely room inside of here. There's definitely room to move around and to walk and to maneuver, which is nice, you know, like in a van, in a 22-foot van, you wouldn't feel like there's a lot of room. But man, these guys, they made 13,000 vans in the last 20-something years. They're very smart and creative when it comes to fitting a lot of stuff into a small package. So this is your kitchen. I like how there's a little area here that when the doors open, you can look out, and because, you know, really, people buy these not just to be cooped up inside of a van. They buy them to experience our beautiful country that we live in and this area. So you would open the door, close the screen, and you can be looking out there. You have a nice countertop here. So you have a big rectangle sink, pretty deep sink. You have hot and cold water. This is a faucet, you know, that spins all around. You can do a lot of cool stuff with it. And there's a cover. You know, some people store their dishes in there or things, and then they put the cover on it to give you more countertop. You know, I love sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, ham and cheese, all types of sandwiches. I would use this whole top area here to make my sandwiches. I use this. I don't know how much I would cook on a double induction cooktop, but some people do cook. I mean, I have heard people making gourmet meals in these vans, which is pretty awesome. Don't know if that's my style if I'm camping, but I do appreciate the size they give you. So this is the Firefly here. Like I said before, this has what they call the Freedom package, which includes 600 amp hours of lithium batteries. It also includes a 3,000 watt inverter, 320 watts of solar on the roof, and a second alternate underhood generator. So as you're driving down the road, you are rapidly charging these lithium batteries. As you are sitting in the sun like we are today, you are charging your lithium batteries. As you're stopped at a campground and you are plugged in, you are also charging your lithium batteries. And you can control all of that through here. So this is your Firefly. This Firefly controls, this is the main part where it shows you your tank heaters, your water pump, all of your fresh gray and black, your battery charge, your air conditioner, but then you can control the lights individually. You also can check out all of your inverter settings, your GREE air conditioner, which Midwest uses a GREE, which is a phenomenal 110 air conditioner. It's quiet, has a very low energy draw as well. And then you have internet. So this comes equipped with a internet router. It also comes equipped with Apple TV, and something else cool that this Ford Patriot has, it is an option, but this Patriot has it, is a Vega Touch Eclipse module. So you can control anything that's on this Firefly from your phone anywhere in the world. So no matter where you're at, you don't have to be within Bluetooth range. From your phone, you can control and see the status of your batteries. You can see the status of your lights. You can see the status of the temperature in your van, no matter where you're at. So that is an option, but it is something that this Patriot does have. There's not a lot of options on these. Midwest really tries to option them all out because this is very luxurious. They try to give you everything. I like this wood color. This is their ash wood with their milkweed leather. So this is a milkweed and ash, we call it. It is like a matte finish on it. I like in the bathroom how they give you glass doors. We will jump in the bathroom in a minute, but right now I'm gonna show you guys the kitchen. So this is where you put your sponges. I like the high quality wood carpentry. You have dovetail On the cabinets, you have 3 drawers here, 1, 2, 3, nice drawers. And then you have a big cabinet here that has 3 shelves on it as well. Lots of storage for a little van. Then as you're walking, you do have your max air vents. So they go above and beyond to really make sure they cover everything. You know, like they don't just want to give you a plastic max air vent there, max air fan. They want to give you a plastic one, but then they make it fit with everything else. That's luxury, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, that is luxury. Convection microwave, big, huge NovaCool fridge, and big, huge NovaCool freezer. And I say big and huge because the one at my house is 10 times bigger, but here in an RV, this is big and huge in a Class B. That's all I see every day. So I just know that this is big for a van. You know, they do give you a lot more storage here. They give you storage there. They give you a couple more back here. So you got a nice big storage cabinet there. And then you have a really big one here that you can also access from the back. This is something new that they started in 2025, where they gave you access to it from the back. It's cool, you know. Midwest is a great company. Ron Preston has become a good friend of mine. He is expecting his 2nd child, so congratulations, Ron, on being fruitful and multiplying. Now, I expect you to have 2 more to keep up with me. But, you know, one of the cool things about Ron is he goes to all of their rallies. They have rallies all over the country. Carl is their ambassador, and he goes to their rallies all over the country, and he listens and he hears and he sees what their customers are doing with their vans, how they're doing it. And so LED lights. So this is a big LED strip. A customer installed some LED lights on it, and Ron's like, hey, that's a cool idea. We're going to do that. People were installing subwoofers. So now they have an optional Alpine subwoofer that is installed on this. People were cutting out the back of their storage so they can access it from the back as well. Ron said, that's a great idea. Let's take it to the factory. Let's start cutting out the back of the storage. People were including Starlink on there. So Ron said, you know what? At the factory, we're going to make Starlink optional. So Ron is listening to what people are doing. Midwest is listening, and they're making things available. You know, they want to make sure that they are making things available for anyone who's camping and how they're going to camp, which is smart, right? So this is, as they say on MTV Cribs, where all the magic happens. This is the master bedroom. This is also the office. This is also the dinette. This is also the lounge area. You know, in a 22-foot RV, you don't have a lot of rooms. So this room kind of acts as 3 different rooms. You know, so you have this sofa. You have the 2 big ottomans. You know, you can sit with your feet up. You can make this into a bed to where underneath here is a board. So you take the board, you pull it out, you put it right there, and then you put this there, then you put this right here, just like this. And then, let's see how we do this. You press a button on it here, and I'd have to lift my legs. Let's see how flexible I am. Let's see if I can do this while I'm sitting here. Look at that. And then you lay this flat, and now you have a very large bed. So I am 6 foot tall, and I have about 6 inches here, and I got about 3 or 4 inches at my feet, which is very nice. Lots of room. You can also see that it's easy. You can put a couple dogs next to me, and you can also put my wife, and we can all sleep very comfortably. And then if you want, oh, I might be too heavy to incline it while I lay on it. But if you need to sleep reclined a little bit, which is what's going to happen to us, this is, you know, my wife has been trying to convince me to get a CPAP machine because of my snoring and sleep apnea. It's not working. I can't do it. Every night I rip it off and I throw it. So now we're going to try to buy a bed that elevates. And so this is the way I'm going to have to be sleeping here soon, which is nice because you can do this in an RV also. And then when you're done sleeping, you press a button and you sit up. And then now you put this back, you put that back, you put this back, and now you're back to the lounge area. So very nice. There's a lagoon mount there, so you can have a big table back here. There is a 24-inch LG smart TV. There's a Bluetooth Alpine stereo with a subwoofer that is under here. So if you open this, you see there's lots of storage there. This is part of your heater. It is it's a heater that is electric. It doesn't run on propane because in the Eco Freedom, guess what? There's no propane. So very nice that this runs without propane. A lot of people are scared of propane. You know, I get it, I guess. It's not really my thing, but the reason why I don't like propane is because I don't want to have to stop somewhere else and get something else. I like the idea of just traveling and not having to be dependent on other things to make me travel. I just need to get gas in the fuel tank. I need to make sure my batteries are charged, and then I go. So that's, you know, the least number of stops, the better, I feel like. So all these windows, they open nice and big. You got a Firefly here. You got one up there. You also have one at the driver's seat. So that's not very common to have a third Firefly. There again, Midwest is not a very common company. So they do a lot of very cool things. So as we are walking, there is this nice big wardrobe closet here. And there again, I say big in emphasis. This is an RV. And so it is big for me. I wear the same shirt every day and the same shorts. No one's ever seen me in anything besides this. And so I only need like 2 shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, and I'm good, you know, but my wife is not like me. She's borderline a hoarder. And so she brings lots of things and outfits and variables to outfits and alternatives everywhere she goes. She's like, well, I'm bringing this for Tuesday, but just in case, I'm gonna bring this for Tuesday also. And so we go away for a weekend and she has a checked bag and a carry-on, and I just have a backpack. And so we have learned how to travel together over the last 20 years. And it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, but I think she is rubbing off on my girls with the way they pack, and I'm rubbing off on my boys. So that's not a bad thing, right? So when you have your bathroom, this is a nice big double door bathroom. So both doors open wide, and it's a big bathroom. There's a sink in it. There's a shower. There's a toilet. There's a fan and a secondary light. And for a big dude like me, 6 foot tall, 238 pounds, I can easily sit on the porcelain toilet, not a plastic toilet. I can easily sit here, have lots of room. I can shower sitting here if I wanted. I can also shower standing up if I wanted. I can sit and brush my teeth. I don't know if I've ever sat and brushed my teeth before. Brushing teeth is usually a standing up thing for me, but if I was in here, I'd probably brush them. I'd spit, you know, wash my hands, wash my face, shave, do it all in the same place, right? So I like the teak floor here. Kind of gives a nice boat feel to it. I like the size of the bathroom. I also like that there are windows there, so you can open and close, and there you go. Now it's out of the way. So very nice. As we're walking, there's a little more storage here. Well, I say a little more. This is the last storage compartment, but it's the biggest. So this goes all the way that way, all the way this way, and it is pretty deep. So there is some nice storage there. You do have more Alpine stereos. So there's 3 speakers and a subwoofer, I believe. Another heater vent here as well. So this is, you know, lots of space up front. You know, Midwest does something that a lot of other companies don't. So they make sure the driver and passenger seat are just as luxurious as the back. They also make sure the ceiling and everything up here is just as luxurious as the rest of the RV. So the Ford Transit has the big screen, it has the adaptive cruise, it has the 9-speed transmission, it has the Sync 4 system, 360-degree camera, lots of cool features. Something else Midwest has are massaging seats. So these are massaging seats right here, which is pretty impressive. So there again, like I said in the very first thing, and like I said in the middle, and like I'm saying now at the end, Midwest is a very luxurious company. Sunshine State RVs is a very Class B RV focused company. So that's why the marriage between the two has worked out so well. We sell a ton of these. They make them on the Ford Transit. They also make them on the Mercedes Sprinter, on the 19-foot, 22-foot, and 24-foot Sprinters. They make all different models, different colors, all that. So Midwest is a great company. We represent them. We love them. We have these in stock in Gainesville, so we can deliver it for free to your house, or we'll fly you here and you can check it out and drive it home. So I know most people don't watch this to the end, so if you stomached that entire 30-minute video, thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching it. You know, everybody mentions that they watch the videos, but no one ever mentions the ending. So I'm curious to see how many people actually watch the ending. But call us, email us, chat us, whatever people do, and keep watching videos. I appreciate it, and check us out, sunshinestatervs.com. Thank you.